I'm so glad that I shared with you guys because I may have, in my advanced age, fallen for some sort of phishing thing.
That's good. Listen, I would actually like to send you an email from a Nigerian prince.
And now, Cheese Wits.
Hold on one second. Let me just hit record on this.
Oh, you're hitting record there too. Wow.
Just in case.
We got to have a backup after that time somebody broke in and messed up my stuff.
Oh, that's right. Somebody came in and
Yes. So, Chris,
Wally,
tell us this fabulous news.
Well, I need to tell my parents first.
Oh.
And then I'll be more comfortable telling everyone else. So, which fascinating news are you talking about, Wally?
Well, Wally's got no sound.
And he's gone.
Yep.
Come on.
There you go, sport.
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the mic. It's not. It's got to be. Hey, when Chris, when you're setting up your RE, the little switch on the side, slash and straight across. Where do you have that set? Slash or straight across?
Depends on my mood. Honestly, I usually leave it flat.
Yeah, mine's flat too. Then Why
don't you change it to the other direction real quick, just in case, and then, maybe see if that rules out the problem.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the mic. Everything else is, and I smack the mic and it comes on. So there's something going on with the mic. There. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you've made this pro tour.
Yeah, I bowled well yesterday, made the cut today, bowled, and I didn't quite get to where I needed to be, but I got to 14th place, so I'm not too pissed off.
So what does this mean? Do you am I going to see like on candle pins for cash, duck pins for cash?
No. You're not going to see that. This is, there is a YouTube channel where some of it was, but no, it just means I get a check and I get to go put it in the Bank of America and call it good.
Nice.
Yeah.
How nice.
So.
This is how long was the event?
It seems like we started last week. But it was 8 games yesterday and 5 games today.
That's a lot of bowling.
It is. My arm, God forbid I would have to masturbate when I got home because I wouldn't be able to do it.
Wow.
There's no way.
I'm guessing your shoulder is shot.
Yeah. Shoulder hurts. My right knee hurts. Yeah. It's just, this getting old shit's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say all the time, this can't possibly be the prize for living this long.
Yeah, see, it is though, right?
Yeah, that's the prize. You get to hurt and all of your friends die if you don't beat them to it.
Yeah. Yep. Basically.
You end up in a dead pool somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've got Wally. Next week,
fucking poor B. Arthur. Not B. Arthur, but Betty White. B left her and Blanche left her and Sophia. She had nothing left at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so the weird thing about that, right? Not Blanche. Sophia was the youngest of all those broads.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is such a weird sort of piece of knowledge, or a piece of truth, not a piece of knowledge, but what a weird piece of truth that is, that the woman who played the oldest person was actually the youngest person of the group.
Youngest one in the room, yeah.
That's fucking odd. That is super. So you guys, I've had relatives over this week since Friday.
Yeah. Do you know them?
Relatively speaking. Yeah. So it's my sister has been here who so I'm 60. I've been knowing her for the last 4 years about.
Okay.
And then my cousin's here because she saw on the Facebook doing what Facebook was designed to do, right? Bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw on the Facebook that my sister was coming up with her husband, and she said, "Oh, would it be cool to have another person?" Fuck yeah, why not? So they've been here. We're going to a big cookout and a thing later on. And
very good.
If my brother-in-law wasn't within earshot, I'd talk bad about him, but he can hear me right
So is he a dickhole?
No, he's a good guy.
You can tell us later. That's cool.
Yeah. He's a fine guy. He's
He's a great guy. You know, I mean, my brother-in-law, he's so awesome. Kidnapped the Lindbergh baby, and that's where it all started.
I'm going to sum it up in 2 words.
Okay.
Cliff Claven.
Oh.
Christ. Oh Christ.
Okay.
You know the seasons in Maine. I don't know whether you know this or not, but the seasons in Maine actually there's 2 seasons. There's summer and construction. Now a lot of people didn't know that. And shut up, Cliff.
It's so you are so fucking dead on.
Very good.
Oh, it's been oi, but a really good heart and a good, but you know, did you know? Norm, did you know? Yeah, it's fuck me. You know, and out of the blue questions that make you go, huh? What?
Good God.
Where did that come from? It just it's you need to have some patience in this situation.
We've all had somebody like that in
Just
our life.
look at your shirt, Wally.
Yeah, I know.
Knowledge.
I know. No,
You know,
power.
I dated a girl for
But
like
it's-
5 or
it's-
6 years, and she was like that.
So
I dated this girl for a long time, and she was very much, hey, did you know? Blah blah blah. I mean, just useless shit. But she was a great piece of ass, so I never told her, and said, listen, you know, nobody gives a rusty fuck. So once she left, I had this dream that we're sitting in my kitchen, and there was some weird table in the kitchen, and for some reason the backyard was exceptionally overgrown and had abandoned traffic lights hanging. Don't ask me why, but she's talking. She keeps going and going and going and going, and not making any sense, and it's just noise coming out. And I finally slammed my hands down on the table in tune with "Shut the fuck up." And that was my closure for that relationship. Right there.
Speaking of weird dreams,
Yeah.
First of all, for the last week or so, I haven't slept. I haven't slept well at all, like for a week. But when I do sleep, I have bizarre dreams. And the first one started, I think it was 2 weeks ago when you guys were asking me about the website and why I put up the website about Shithead.
Uh-huh.
That night, I had a dream that I found out that my sister had been hanging out with him and his girlfriend, not his wife, different girl. And that I took a train to wherever she was and confronted her. And my grandmother was there, which was weird because my grandmother lives in North Carolina. My sister lives in New York. But I took a train and I confronted my sister and we got in a big, huge fight. And then I walked out and I looked at my grandmother and she just shrugged at me. And I woke up feeling so hurt and so mad. And I felt mad the whole day until I finally texted my sister and was like, this is what happened in my dream. And I've been mad at you all day. And she's like, ew, I'm mad at myself. Why would I do that?
I thought you were going to say, she said, hold on a second. I'm with Shithead. I got to talk to him for a second. That's where I thought this was going. That's where I thought this was going. So
I would have laughed at that.
The difference between the knowledge that we're talking about earlier, the Cliff Claven stuff, is one of the knowledge. The people who have the knowledge, they either have knowledge that gets them on Jeopardy or Card Sharks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever that is. He's got the Card Shark knowledge knocked down. He's got that right there.
So could you tell me what percentage of people use a toothbrush in the bathroom? Go ahead, Joe. Well, you know, I was talking to my own family members and I realized that most of them use a toothbrush. But of course, Margaret, she's never even seen the thing. I'm going to say 81%. So he's that guy.
Yeah. You got it right. That's right where the fuck we are. with that whole thing. Jess, I wanted to know about, again, Roomba. How is it working? I'm really considering getting one, and I'm using you as the guinea pig here.
So
because you have puppies in the house.
I do. And most of the time I run it after, at night so that it just does its own thing and there aren't any puppies in the way. But when I do run it, when they're around, the puppies are weary of it. They are wary of it.
How do you do it picking up hair?
It's really good.
That's my concern. Does it jam it up or anything?
So the one I have is actually, it's a Shark, and it has a self-emptying, like a canister that it empties itself into.
Right.
And it says it can hold up to 30 days of debris, but I believe that's for households that don't have dogs.
Right.
I have to empty it about once a week. So she goes around and she vacuums for about 30 minutes, and then she goes back and dumps out whatever she's got in there, and then she goes back and finishes the job for another, usually about 30 minutes, and then she goes back and empties again, and then she's done.
I love how you've given it a gender.
I was about to say, she? How do you know?
Because her name is Gail.
I know, but it's just so funny how you speak about it with gender. She.
Yep, she's a member of the household. Listen, she's taken work away from me. She's a member of the household.
Oh well, she's eased your obvious housework pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She lifted a burden from you.
For sure.
So now you have more time to, I don't know, do some other stuff. Do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Chris, what is she doing with her free time?
But she's not doing Chris, I can tell you that.
Grocery shopping today? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, and
you're back on schedule.
Yeah, I haven't changed, other than changing the time I go. I haven't changed the schedule.
And no more stuff. See, I have no drama this week in my life.
I don't either.
I've got nothing going. It was one of those weeks. It was like, wow, nothing to really report as, alarming, crazy, upsetting. I'm so okay, which is unusual for me.
Yeah, I had to get all my drama from TV.
Really?
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Hold on one second here. Hold on. I need to close my phone. Well, why is this? Why I'm trying to close my phone and I have to give my phone my password in order to shut it off?
I don't know. That's a setting you can change, though.
I saw that look.
You're right. It is, Wally. You're absolutely right.
Thank you for reading reading my mind. Yeah, it is. It's a pain in the ass. It's done. And tomorrow, I have not worked. I did not work Friday, Saturday, today. I'm not working tomorrow either.
Neither am I.
I have not taken 4 days off. I have not taken 2 days off in a row in months. And I'm taking 4 days off in a row.
It's good. You should. Sometimes you need a break.
But I'm so antsy because all I really want to do is say, well, I should be doing something other than watching reruns of, the Jeffersons. I really, and I'm looking forward to next week. I'm going to take a couple of days off next week too, because I like the first day of football season.
Mm-hmm.
I like eating fucking mounds of disgusting foods and dips and chips.
Did you know, speaking of knowledge, speaking of fun facts, did you know that you can do that outside of football season as well?
Yeah. I do, but I don't want to. I want to say.
She sounds like somebody you're related to, Wally, giving you fun facts.
Oh, who's that? Is that Claven over there?
Oh,
yes, that's Claven.
I see what you did there.
Somebody says something like that. There's an easy retort. Now, Wally, go ahead and give me one of these facts that your family member would give you.
Did you know that a hummingbird flaps its wings 120 times per second.
Wow. Did you know that you could fuck yourself? That's how you respond. That's how the game's played.
I'll tell you what. I want to meet the guy that can do that because I give him mad props.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to go into the fucking movies.
A new career for Chris. Not only is he a pro duck bowler, he's also now a pro fuck yourself in the ass guy.
There was a woman. I don't know
fuck
her.
herself in the ass. Good Lord.
I don't know this woman, but she's in a Facebook group that I am also in, who was asking for advice from the other women in the Facebook group. Because she walked in on her boyfriend sucking himself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what advice did she want?
She was freaked out about it. She didn't know if she was like, is that cheating?
Oh, yeah. That's perfectly normal behavior, sucking your own cock. Perfectly normal behavior.
She didn't know what to do.
Well, first I'd thank somebody probably.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what?
It just seems like that's some flexibility.
Well, it's either flexibility or it's some sort of powerful length going on.
I mean, that would have to be a lot.
That would have to be a Native American totem pole.
That would be a terrifying length.
I would guess so. For a woman, it would be like, you know, you got to go.
Yeah.
Thanks for dinner, but you got to go.
I can't. Yeah, no.
This isn't going to happen. I know. I can see in your face you're super proud of all that. But I'm fucking terrified right now.
Yeah.
So you got to go. We can't have you here. Yeah, no, what advice do you give?
I didn't offer any. I had nothing. I just kept.
You begged out.
I laughed and scrolled along.
You gave a little smile face.
Yep.
LOL.
Yep. LOL.
LOLs with a couple of little squirt marks next to it.
Yeah. Moving on for the self-gratifying male friend. Yeah, I you know what? I guess if I were a woman, I would rather walk in on that than some chick doing that same thing to him.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't think so. I would rather know that my guy is. Who the fuck am I saying this? But I would rather know that I'm straight and having some woman suck my dick than me with my mustache and beard suck my own cock. Okay, that's just
my mustache. Hello, 70s Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. You know why? Because I don't have a cock in my mouth, Wally. I'm doing just fine.
I can't imagine that scenario or what you could possibly say to ease anybody's mind.
You even think about that, Jess. Let's just go on the time machine a minute, okay?
Okay.
And we'll go back 10 years, and I'm sitting in the studio, and you walk in from outside, and I'm sucking my own cock. Now
First of all, you're fired.
What do you say to Phyllis? What do you say to Phyllis at that point? To Phyllis, so Roth is in the studio filling in for me this afternoon, and well, I walked by the window and he was sucking his own cock while looking at a picture of Blaine Young. Now, what do I do?
I believe there's some kind of indecent exposure rule or something.
I think I've heard that. I've heard that exact scenario on that HR service commercial. Have you heard that radio commercial? Where we have a guy at work who smells bad all the time. I walked in on a guy sucking his own cock. I don't know what to do. Call Angie.
Yeah, call Angie's list.
Call Angie. She can help you with this. Get our HR people. They can cut upward of $80,000 a year for an HR person. But with Angie, we can tell you what to do with the guy who sucks his own cock on the job. That's not good. Yeah.
Good Lord. My imagination tells me that if I was in the studio sucking my own cock, Jess would walk by and have the look on her face like Mitch McConnell.
Frozen in time.
Exactly.
Just frozen in time. I think that, and it's got to be a dilemma for. It would be a dilemma for you, Chris, too. If you were doing, are you having an affair on yourself, with yourself? What is your status? Are you hetero, gay?
I mean, I've always assumed if a man could suck his own penis, he would never leave the house.
Yeah, you could be right. Do you think that's why there's so many unemployed men? There's a lot of these guys
sitting at home sucking their own cocks.
Yeah,
or at least trying to.
It's a whole epidemic.
Their whole day is pleasuring themselves, eating Doritos, and playing Xbox and PlayStation.
It's so odd. I can't suck my own cock, but God damn it if I didn't take the day trying last Tuesday.
Chris, how did you hurt your neck?
Well,
Doc.
Well, Dr. Wally, I was trying to suck my own cock. And, and as luck would have it, I actually did. And as I was achieving nirvana, I blew a hole in the back of my neck. And that's what happened. I don't know. I don't even have an answer or even a thought. What guy does that? Does he do it? Do you think? I wonder maybe if he was doing it because he knew she was coming in and he was trying to impress her with his agility. Oh, yeah, because that's going to impress any woman where, she's coming home from a hard day of work. Maybe she's a little wet. She's having a good day and she comes inside. I really want my man. Good God, he's sucking his own cock. I want to fuck that right here, right now.
I mean, listen, that actually falls in line with what it appears a lot of men, specifically men on dating apps, think would be attractive to women. So
really?
Yes.
They send
men send messages that just say titties. What
does that mean? They want you to show them breast or something? Or
you have them. I don't know. That's not a conversation I'm going to respond to.
What is that name? Neanderthal.com? Titties.
Yeah.
one word.
I was like, let me go to cavemenonly.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did well. Somebody sends you a message, goes, cunt. Oh, I've been called worse.
Cunt, yes.
Yeah. Speaking.
Present.
I'm here to help you. Oh, it's so goddamn beautiful. It is so beautiful. Any more word just from FedEx?
No. As a matter of fact, I got an email before I'd heard anything else about anything, just saying the case was closed. Okay, thanks.
Oh, so the
case is closed. Go fuck yourself.
Basically. Yeah. Yep.
They did nothing. Mm-mm. They did nothing.
No, that guy's probably still employed.
Oh yeah, well of course he's employed. Have you seen how hard it is to get employees to do anything? Yeah. At least they got him to block your stairs.
Yeah.
The other guy, he might not even take him off the truck.
He kind of laid that box on the stairs and just made it like a ramp for any future deliveries.
He could have.
And that would have been fine.
He could have. So do you have it set up? Is it in your studio?
Yeah.
So you got it inside?
Yeah. Once my friend came over and brought it up the stairs, and then I was able to move it around.
I wasn't sure, Wally. I wasn't sure whether the FedEx driver was sucking his own cock.
Yeah,
I have no
apparently
idea.
The FedEx driver just left it there and just got it inside, and that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good thing. It's helpful. She had a friend help her, though. A friend helped you get whatever the FedEx guy left inside.
Yeah, he brought the box up the stairs for me.
It was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very nice. I'm sorry, Jeff.
I see you trying to turn it into some kind of 12-year-old boy bullshit. I see you doing that.
He's trying. He's got the word box going. He's trying.
Who is that? Who was it, Chris?
So you said the word box. You're trying.
And he said he got it inside.
So you got a friend helping
you. Got it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Chris helping you with a box.
He said you got it inside first.
I was just thinking. No, I was just thinking she got it inside. I didn't think she got it inside her fucking hoo-ha. I was thinking she got it inside her house.
I did not say that. But by the way, so we get deliveries now. Jess, did you take that picture or did FedEx take that picture?
Of the box in front of my house?
Yeah.
I took it. No, the picture that FedEx took was just a picture of my house without the box even having been removed from the truck yet.
The house was delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a delivery the other day. The box, it was a rainy day. So when we drive into the garage, the water comes in with you. There's a couple of puddles in front of the garage, and the water comes in with you. So it ends up puddling up, and then it goes down the drain. So we get the FedEx picture. Your package has been delivered. There's the package laying in the big puddle of water with the dog next to it.
Jesus Christ.
Fantastic. You couldn't have moved it a foot and a half to the left where there's no water because it was too far to walk. And probably you're wearing flip-flops instead of sensible shoes on this rainy day in Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there really is no care involved in any of this shit.
It's interesting because sometimes, like with Amazon delivery, some of those drivers will come by and they will stand at the bottom of the steps and toss the package up. And if it's not breakable, I don't do anything. Like, I don't complain. But one time they did it with light bulbs. And so I had to complain about that. And they were like, Amazon takes this very seriously. They are not allowed to throw packages. That driver's probably going to be fired. And I was like, listen, I don't need anybody to get fired. Just like take a second to set the thing down. But then there are drivers who will take the time to put the package where you can't see it from the street. And it doesn't take any extra time to do that. They just set it over in a corner or where it's blocked by the railing on my porch.
After your story last week, I did a little investigating.
Okay.
I did a little searching on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if are you familiar with YouTube?
I've heard of YouTube, Wally.
So I did some searching on it, and there was a lot of stories about package mishandling and just throwing it on the porch and dumping it, and people pissed off delivery guys. And what I was seeing was what the solution that people had was to leave gifts for the delivery guy, but not gifts. Like they had a cooler outside and they'd throw a few bottles of water in it, in a hot place and something. They said that they started getting better service when the guy would come up or the woman would come up and they'd leave a package, they'd grab a water, say thank you, and they were much more handling of it. Now, I'm not sure that's what you have to do. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but maybe it's the whole tip society that's going on now, that everybody wants a tip. Everybody wants a little show of gratitude.
I think that's a nice gesture, and I wouldn't be opposed to doing it, but I'm not going to be bullied into doing it by people that are too fucking lazy to do their job properly unless they get something more than their actual pay.
You want a package? Guess what? Kenny here gets a Snickers bar, okay?
Right? And Wally, my brother commented on when I posted that picture on my personal page and you were asking questions about it. My brother commented that he's in a Facebook group with other drivers and that a lot of those guys are like, they take pictures of their shitty delivery job and brag about how they inconvenienced the person who got the delivery.
I'm thinking that in your neighborhood, if you did the whole candy bar in a bottle of water in a cooler that they could just take it handy, it'd become like the Oprah delivery location. You get a Snickers bar and you get a Snickers bar and Jimmy gets a Snicker bar and Bill gets. I have that feeling that's what would happen at your place. And that guy who's driven by your house slowly, the stalker, he'd be stopping. Guy who sucks his own penis, he'd be out there, then getting a rinse out after he was done. You'd have probably some pretty good Ring camera stuff.
Yeah.
Do you use a Ring?
I do.
Because we're also now thinking there's been some break-ins in our area, not in our area, in our town, all the way across town, miles from here. But I'm thinking maybe we need to get a little camera footage.
I have a Ring on the front door, and then I have another, like just a security camera in the back. And
what, Chris? Do you employ cameras?
Oh no. I mean, I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Nobody's coming to the house. We leave the doors unlocked up there. I mean, nobody's coming over.
Yeah, we kind of do too. We leave the doors unlocked, the garage door open and stuff. Then when I see on the community page there's been a break-in and they've got video of the guy going into somebody's house with dogs, coming out with their TV and some other goods.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Because we don't have a police department. You've got a roaming sheriff. And who knows? The sheriff could be involved in the whole thing. I don't know.
We have a police department, but they're too busy to show up for anything. So,
well, so so when that happens, I get vigilant for like 3 days. Right till the doors are locked. Make sure you take care of the garage door. Make sure we put it down. And then after that, you're back to doors unlocked, sleeping at night with the doors open so the breeze can come in through the front and back door. I mean, it's just because there doesn't seem to be a reason. And then you'll hear about some wackadoodle is the police had a stakeout and he escaped out the back window and now they're looking for him. And if you see him, call the police, call the sheriff. And then you're like, oh, fuck, well, I better lock the doors again for a couple of days.
I can't imagine the world you live in where, you look at your wife and she looks, are you ready to go to bed, honey? Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and open up the front and back door and then I'll be up. What? No, you did that here. Somebody would steal your fucking linoleum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, not here. Yeah, not here yet. Not here yet. But I'm kind of worried that it's starting to change. So now I think we got to get a camera, maybe have the ADT people come out and put their things on.
You're going to give those fuckers more money? How are you going to get them there? You can't even talk to them. How are you going to get them there?
You are correct. You can't. Now, here's what I get. Ready? So last week, the ADT did go off. This week, like Tuesday, the ADT alarm went off because it was cooking. And our ADT also has fire smoke. So it was cooking at a high heat and there was smoke in the kitchen. And the ADT went off and they called, give them the password, yada, 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 yada. It's the only time I ever hear from them is that the alarm goes off, but at least they call.
Yeah.
You should set the alarm off and then cancel when they call.
And then that's kind of good. And then 3 days later, you get an automated note that says you haven't reset your ADT yet. Because when it goes off, you got to reset the time and reset the thing and say, oh, we're okay, blah, 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 blah. That's the only time they ever contact me. So I did try to contact them and say, hey, listen, I'd like to upgrade the system. Nothing. 4 days ago, nothing. They're just fucking useless.
Well, get a ring system then.
Listen, I have, my phone's off. I have in my phone a text from about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Hi, Wally. I'm your new ADT guy, Sean. I've texted Sean 4 times. Sean has never replied to me.
Have you tried calling Sean?
No, I don't call Sean.
You should call Sean.
You should call Sean.
And maybe I'll call Sean, but you figure he'd answer the text.
You would think.
Yeah. I think Sean is an AI. So what's the sense of calling him?
It's an entire possibility.
Automated bullshit.
But maybe Sean is a real live boy.
A real live boy.
He could be sitting there. He could be waiting for
Pinocchio,
you.
how I hope Pinocchio's real. And maybe Sean is a real. The odds of Sean being a real live boy is you could take odds on it.
But try it anyway. We're going to ask you about this next week, so I'm going to need you to try calling Sean. Actually, you should call him right now. He probably won't answer because it's Sunday. But
what would I say?
Call him on speakerphone and say, Sean, ADT is terrible, and I would like to cancel my service so that I can go get a ring system.
You know what? I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm going to turn on my phone because his name might really not be Sean. It could be something different. But the thing is, Sean, or other name, knows all my information. And I call up and cancel on Sean. Next thing I know, my house is robbed and gutted out. And then what happened? How come the ADT didn't work? Well, I don't know, Wally. I'm not sure. Let's call Sean and find out if your system was up to date.
The ADT wouldn't work because you canceled.
Yeah, right.
That's why you replace it with a new system. And fuck Sean.
Now, let me see what his name is.
Wait a minute. You get to do both?
Oh, here it is. Hi, Wally. I'm your new guy for ADT in your area. Saw you in our system. Yeah, it doesn't give his name. Want to see if you're still interested in a security solution.
Where the fuck did you get Sean from?
Well, I just there's a name, I'm
That
just
sounds
thinking
like
what
he
it's
doesn't know that you have ADT already.
Yeah, this is somebody who's trying to fish.
Yeah.
You think so? Well, it's a
Yeah.
local number, so maybe it is a fish.
Well, it probably is a fish. I
It
get
says-
local numbers calling me all the time. Something on the
Ooh,
phone.
you guys good.
Well, I get another 301-928 number calling, right? And I look down, it must be somebody misdialing, and I pick it up. Hello? Hello? Yes, we've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
I get that call.
Here's an idea. Fuck your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
But here would be the one where I'd call this right. Here's where I could call this number, and it would say like, I'd say whatever. Yeah, hello, I'm returning a call. I got a call and want to call about respond to your conversation. Oh, hi, Wally. Oh, hi, Wally. How are you doing today? We contacted you about your ADT.
It says-
you guys are right. Listen, I'm blocking the number right now.
It says
And you're trying
to
to
see
cancel
if
your-
you're interested in a security solution. You already have a security solution, and it's not up to your standards.
I'm so glad that I shared with you guys because I may have, in my advanced age, fallen for some sort of phishing thing.
And
That's
you
good.
can't
Listen,
get
I
up.
would actually like to send you an email from a Nigerian prince in just moments. And
He just needs some gift cards.
Just a
His
gift
name
card,
Mustafa?
bank account information. You have the inheritance from Mrs. Ralph Jones
Mhm.
or whatever
Chris,
her name
I
is.
think Chris, I'm just going to send you my information. Could you take care of that for me?
I absolutely will. I absolutely will. There he is, Wally Bruce in Fuckover, Maine. We'll take it. And,
But can I tell you guys? So I'm usually very vigilant about this shit, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Now, so this is a service I actually have, and it didn't even occur to me that it could be exactly what it more than likely is, because I'm so not obviously in tune with that whole fucking thing.
Just wait until they start calling you back and hello, my name is Peggy and I'm calling from the ADT.
Well, and here's the thing: had I called that number, I would have known instantly that it was a scam. If I would have heard, "Hello there, I'm Peggy. How are you? Would you like your ADT and a Slurpee?"
Yes,
I would know
calling
right away.
I'm calling from the Security Clearance Center. Which security? Which one do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'd like the Sloman Shield. Oh boy, do we have a day for you.
that's the beautiful one. The credit card one when they call and say, "We're here from the credit card services to lower your rate on Discover."
Yeah.
MasterCard, MasterCharge, Visa, this bank, that bank. They fucking have like 10 different things they're going to call you. Diners Club. I don't even know if Diners Club still exists.
Oh, John Roth still has a Diners Club. It exists.
Does he?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
is the Diners Club just a regular credit card? Do you know?
I think the Diners Club is a charge card, not a credit. I think it's a charge card.
Meaning that, so what's the difference? I don't know.
A credit card you can pay over time. A charge card, like the Green American Express, you're expected to pay for it at the beginning of the next billing cycle.
Oh, I've got you. And what do they do if you don't? You know where to go to eat?
Well, basically what they do is they show up at your house and they show you how to suck your own cock. And look, it could be a bargain. I don't know.
Is Diners Club just for eating? Is it just for going to diners to restaurants?
It used to be, but I don't know what it is now. Wasn't Telly Savalas Diners? No, he was the Players Club. That's right.
Yes, the Players Club.
The Players Club.
Let me suck on this lolly. Speaking of guys who sucked on things, let me suck on this and convince you to get the Players Club. Remember, smokers may remember there were those cigarettes, Players Club cigarettes.
No.
They came in a black box.
Yep.
There were two different. There was a menthol, and then there was just a regular, and it was the Players Club. And they used that whole sort of
Players Club.
right. They used that whole sort, and that was the woman who was advertising. Hi, I'm Brenda Vaccaro for Players Club cigarettes. Yeah, they used that whole sort of. It's so cool and and wonderful to smoke cigarettes. They can't possibly hurt you. You can be a player if you smoke these smokes. And they were always cheaper than the other cigarettes. They were way less costly.
And what were those real thin cigarettes they used to have? But they were marketed to women. The Capri. You remember those fucking things?
Yes, I remember the Capri.
But I think you're talking about Virginia Slims.
No.
These were even smaller.
Oh.
They were smaller than the Virginia Slim. They were sort of about as thick as the candy cigarette, but much longer.
Yeah.
Right, Chris?
The Capri.
And the color of the box was sort of it was a white box, and it was sort of those
It had like flowers on it, didn't it?
Light blues and
Pinks.
fuchsias and pink colors.
Yeah.
Little swooshes, Nike swoosh kind of things, and flowers. You know, the kind of stuff that appeals to women, Jess, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fall for it every time. Could you find me
all the bitches
something?
want.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that you start marketing cocaine to women and it's this big plastic bag, but it has hearts and teddy bears on it?
Yeah.
It just needs a Louis Vuitton logo on the bag, and we'll buy it right up.
The guy's cocaine bag has like your favorite football team logo, and the girl's Louis Vuitton sign. Yves Saint Laurent.
Cocaine.
The Jordache gene of cocaine.
The Jordache gene.
I am going
Jordache jeans. What are you pulling out next? Fucking Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills? Jesus Christ.
Jordache jeans were big back in, weren't they? Not big.
They were. I never got a pair. I'm still mad.
And Jordache jeans. So for me, the big thing that back was, Chris, do you remember? Maybe Jess, you remember pony sneakers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hated those fucking things. Yeah.
Fucking ponies. Everybody was dying for ponies for about 3 weeks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking disappeared.
I would always get whatever the thing was. Well, not always. I never did get the Jordache jeans. But whatever the thing was that was popular, if I got it at all, I would get it about 5 minutes after it stopped being popular.
Oh, so at least you got the fucking thing. Okay, because the pony shoes. Okay, yeah, I got pony shoes once they started selling them at fucking Caldor. Okay. Right. and you know, remember the Coca-Cola shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted the Coca-Cola shirt. Christmas morning, I'm so excited. I've been asked for this Coca-Cola. I want this Coca-Cola. I open up the gift, and God damn it, they got me a Pepsi Cola shirt.
Oh.
One of the glasses?
No, this just said Pepsi, where the other one said the Coke. This just said Pepsi.
Oh.
And it's like
it should have said, "Is Pepsi okay?"
Yeah,
well, at least you didn't get like RC Cola.
And then there was the polo shirt phase where everybody's wearing the ones with the polo guy.
Yeah.
And well, mom and dad said, "Yeah, we'll get you one." And they come home with one from Kmart, brand name Knights of the Round Table.
Yep. Oh man, if they didn't sell it at Kmart, I probably wasn't going to get it. Although I did get somehow, and I think somebody gave it to me, like gave me a used Benetton shirt. Remember when Benetton, that was like all of the rage, those shirts with the colored stripe across the chest?
Oh, yeah. The United Colors. Yes.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the big shirt was the Hang 10 shirt, had like a little feet on the short sleeve arm.
Yeah.
That was the shirt I liked. I liked the Hang 10 shirt because they were kind of cooler.
There was in the 80s, there was a whole period of time when culturally we were all into surfing gear, and yet the majority of us never even saw a surfboard in real life.
No, not at all. Why was I wearing fucking stuff from Bugle Boy?
OP.
You know?
Remember OP?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Or what about, and what about in the mall, speaking the OP sort of clothing, Chess King?
Oh, God.
Do you remember Chess? Because they'd have the pants that were kind of puffed out and a matching jacket and a skinny tie. The whole outfit, you could go there and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Chess King was some kind of big, again, for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
They weren't around a long time, but man, they were all the fucking craze.
Well, they still sell those in like Newark for The Sopranos, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
Jesus.
What was that shirt? What was the jacket with the little things on the top?
Members only.
Oh, God almighty.
Here's the reason I was able to come up with that so fast. Wally, you and I have talked about this, that I recently have been watching Married at First Sight. Yes, I know it's trash. I've watched all the episodes I
yes.
can. I know
Love
it's
it.
trash, but it's trash. I'm going to keep watching. And in one of the seasons, there was a guy in his 30s obsessed with everything 80s and like bragged to his new wife about how he still had a members only jacket.
How she even stayed in that relationship. I'm
She did
sure.
not stay in that relationship.
That had to be a deal breaker.
Yeah. The whole 80s, like everything 80s. He had neon, like,
He probably had the nylon parachute pants.
probably.
Oh, those are great. I still like wearing those to Planet Fitness.
You know what? The nylon parachute pants, I'm going to say, is I like the parachute pant. Not the big, fat, heavy, genie kind Carhartt one. I like that lightweight.
Carhartt made a parachute pant?
No, they didn't make, but they make the heavy material stuff.
Mm.
And I figure Carhartt's something they know. Walmart has a lot of them. Walmart has a lot of that kind of throwback clothing, but made of weird material. Stuff that you would, if you had a pole, you could live in it as a tent in some manner or not.
Weird material. What they make parachute pants made out of burlap or something?
No. Well, you know how like Levi jeans now, the jean material is quite different than it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Very different kind. Walmart sort of has the throwback to that material now. They sort of use it. It's like it's the stuff that's been sitting on the shelf that the companies like, I don't know, Wrangler and Levi's don't use anymore. Now Walmart makes it out of there. What is their brand? Do you know the Walmart brand? What is
Fuck
it?
if I know.
George.
Ah, yes.
The Walmart brand is called George. And it's you don't know this, Jess? You don't go out that often to Walmart or something, do you?
No, and I don't go into the men's department when I do.
Now, if you said, what's the house brand for women? And she said, oh, that's Jane. That's easy.
I like can almost think of it though, but it's not. I can't think of if I'm thinking of Walmart or Target.
Yeah,
Did one of them Kate Smith or is that Kmart? Not Kate Smith. Jesus Christ. She's saying God bless America.
God bless America. Fire clothes.
Oh God. Clothing for the portly woman from Kate Smith.
Holy crap. What's next? Porgy and Bess?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Kate Smith.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you guys, here's the sad thing.
Yeah.
We all know who the hell Kate Smith is.
Yeah.
And half the people who will hear this, the 6 of the 12 people who listen to this next will have no idea who Kate Smith is.
Mm-hmm.
Kate Smith, big racist. Remember I tried to cancel her?
Who?
Wally,
your mic's gone, but Kate Smith, she was apparently a big racist or something, and they tried to cancel her a couple years ago.
Really? She was?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Google Kate Smith racism. I can't right this second. Or Kate Smith racist, and it'll come up with something.
I'm going to do it right
now.
now.
FBI wanted list, but
Really? She was a racist?
that's what I remember.
All right, I'm going to look.
There was some other songs she sang other than God Bless America, and apparently didn't fly over well.
Were you trying to think of Jacqueline Smith?
No. Jacqueline Smith is the clothing line. Yes.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Smith is a racist?
No. Jacqueline Smith's the clothing line. Kate Smith is the racist.
Oh, Kate, she's a Charlie's Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Racist recordings. Oh yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah.
What's the story behind Kate Smith and those songs with racist Songbird of the South? Well, it's too long of a thing to read.
But yes, I wasn't dreaming that up.
Wow. Kate Smith, the God Bless America woman, only like the white Americans.
Can you imagine that? God bless America, except for the blacks. I mean, that's a song she didn't do, but
God bless the white man.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
But okay, so not in defense of her or any of that, but sign of the times back then, right?
Oh yeah, it was a different time. Things were different then, and that's my grandfather told me. Yeah, things were different there. See.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen. I hear that. I hear people use that all the time.
Well, the things were different then.
Yeah. Oh, things were different then. That's just how it was.
Well,
That's
my grandmother she was from She was old school from the South, obviously moved to the DC area. And she had a maid that was black. Okay. And I had taken something out of the dryer and it was all messy. And my grandmother proudly proclaimed that, don't worry about it. The blank will iron it for you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, but, and I asked my dad about that. He says, yeah, Mom, she told me that, iron it for me. And well, yeah, things are different then, Sonny boy.
How many shit chocolate cakes do you think she ate?
Yeah, maybe a couple, maybe. I don't know.
Oh man.
I remember, but she always, her name was Pearl. And she always had a couple of Dr. Peppers in glass bottles. That was her treat down in the fridge all the time. But things were different then.
I'm trying to find the other day, on Friday when music comes out, I was looking for something. I don't remember the artist I was looking for, but there was another artist with the exact same name that for sure was not who I was looking for. Okay. And this artist that I discovered, I'm trying to find the song now in our system. No, it's not going to show me. This artist in the last 10 or 15 years has released 3 times different versions of a song called Don't Call Me N-Word, Whitey.
Is the artist white or black?
Black.
Well, you got to understand, Jess, times were different 2 weeks ago.
And if you don't succeed the first time, try again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We'll find.
Wait! I found. His name is Hunter Hayes.
Oh, there you go.
So he'll find an audience eventually for his racist rant.
But now that I look it up by title, I see that Sly and the Family Stone also recorded it. Jane's Addiction recorded it.
Wait, Jane's Addiction recorded it?
Yeah. And their version has the full N-word, like the Hunter Hayes version, which is obviously not the Hunter Hayes in country music. That has stars where there's the N and then a bunch of stars and then the R. But all of these other versions by Sly and the Family Stone and Spongehead and Jane's Addiction and Byron Lee and the Dragonaires.
Well, that's because when Jane's Addiction probably did that song 15 years ago, it was okay to say the N-word back then.
No.
Yeah, times were different then.
It was 15 years ago. It was 2009.
You have to remember, times were different. I mean, can you imagine? And coming in on our countdown this afternoon, number 39, here's a song that, these guys just don't seem to care for anyone but themselves. Here's Don't Call Me N on the countdown.
We've got a long distance dedication today. Here's Jane's Addiction. Don't call me N, baby. It's too bizarre, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just too bizarre.
But that's when that's when you get the, I ain't racist, but I really like that song from Hunter Hayes. That Don't Call Me N, baby.
Oh my God. That is the way that is the fucking way people are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. So I'm going here. What time is it?
5 o'clock. Bing bong.
It's getting close.
Yeah, it's almost time.
So we're going. Well, I had the people.
Yeah, you do have the people.
And so I've picked up this saying I wanted to pass this on. So I've got a couple of friends. I have a cousin who lives in Texas. Mm-hmm. And I've got a friend who lives in Texas, another friend besides you, Jess. He's a older guy. He's older than me. He's probably 60.
I don't live in Texas.
He
used to live in Texas. I'm sorry.
She's no longer in Texas, but this guy is old enough that he knows that things were a little different back then.
Well, that's it. So he doesn't use the N-word or anything. I'm becoming a cop. What the fuck? Oh, so he says this thing. I've got people down there. My wife has people there. Our people are coming up. And I started saying that this week because I've seen that I've co-opted.
I noticed that you said that in the text. You said something like, I've got people, and then something, and fireworks.
Well, now I'm thinking that I'm starting to become a Republican. I'm co-opting Republican talk, and I'm really scared.
Jesus Christ.
You're a Republican because you say I've got people.
Yeah.
I got people coming, and now I got to vote red.
I've co-opted some deep South vernacular.
Well, Wally, make Maine great again.
My liberal bullshit has left me. I need
Wally,
to get therapy.
just because you like to eat corn dogs doesn't mean you got to suck your own dick, okay? It's just...
Can I tell you what? I fucking do not like corn dogs. Who likes corn dogs?
I do,
I do.
especially from Sonic. Absolutely.
Oh, I don't like anything from... I've eaten 2 different Sonics. I think one was in Indiana and another one in the same. I think Sonic sucks.
Oh, I like their chili cheese tots and the corn dogs, and get me an orange slush. I feel good.
And now, last week when we were talking about Shoney's,
Yeah.
I would fucking take Shoney's over any of those places.
Dude, I'll maintain. I would suck my own dick to go to a Shoney's breakfast buffet. Okay?
Well, Chris, who is your other girlfriend?
Well, I don't know. Are you asking me out? We'll see.
If you can tell me where the Shoney's buffet is, I may be asking you out.
There
All right,
you go.
y'all.
Right on.
Come down to Nashville. We'll do the show live in the same room, and we'll go to Shoney's for breakfast.
Do you
Chris
have
will
a
suck his own
Do you
dick.
have
How
the
about that?
buffet? Do you have the buffet down there, Jess?
Yeah.
The breakfast, the
Yes.
Sunday morning breakfast buffet.
What, am I not in the South? Of course we have a Shoney's with a breakfast buffet.
Where you
I'm
can
gonna have
eat,
to go to
we used
Nashville.
have one in Vermont. Where you could eat 4 pounds of bacon, not feel guilty, run into the bathroom like a Roman, shit and puke, run back outside again, and fill up again
Mhm.
on fucking really greasy corned beef hash.
Mhm.
You know, and brown on the bottom, crispy fried fucking egg.
Jesus, would you stop? I'm getting hard. Okay.
Yeah, it's all that food.
I'm
The
just-
fucking food is great, and something they call maple syrup that had no resemblance to maple or syrup,
Mm-mm.
No,
but delicious.
it was just matter.
but absolutely delicious. And if you picked up the plate and it was sticky, you didn't give a shit.
No.
I don't care.
No, if you're
Just
eating at a
have-
buffet at Shoney's, you don't care about anything.
Oh
No.
nothing. You are correct. You are. I would. I'm with Chris. I would suck Chris's dick if I could go to the Shoney's.
Well,
Well,
there you go. I think it's a date.
y'all leave that between yourselves. There's nothing wrong with it. Come on down. We'll go to breakfast and then do the show live.
I like this idea. I like where this is going. Jess.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking about getting a blowjob while eating a pancake. Okay. So
It gives a whole new meaning to pigs in a blanket. Whole new meaning. Very nice.
All right,
love
we
it
need
all.
we need a dad joke, and we need to end this misery.
all right. This is the racist dad joke of the week. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So my dad needed to call his accountant. So he calls his accountant, Rabinowitz, and Rabinowitz. And he calls and he says, "Hey, is Rabinowitz there?" And he said, No. He's off this week. What about Rabinowitz? He's playing golf. How about Rabinowitz? It's been sick for a couple weeks now. How about Rabinowitz? Speaking.
Oh, very good, very good. Hey, you guys have a great week.
You too.
You do the same. Hey, Wally.
Yeah.
Wally. Enjoy your fucking people.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy my peoples, and I'm going to when I get some more beer humor and beer knowledge from the good old fashioned Cheers, I'll pass the what is that place called? The Bull and Finch.
The Bull and Finch. Yeah,
will-
please.
I'll pass it along.
Yeah, please, if you would. And I'm going to go ahead and have your Trump 2024 election kit sent to you soon.
Thanks so much.
See y'all later.
Bye.